All right, let's begin. All right. Welcome everybody who's joining the podcast. In this podcast, God damn it, what I say about banging on the table?
Boy, real quick about it too.
We gotta have a topic. That's a topic right there.
No. Okay. Joining us in the podcast is me, George, Alex.
Hello.
Another Alex, my brother.
How you doing?
Izzy.
What up?
He sound like a
And
person who's
German.
been smoking for years.
Uh-huh.
How you doing?
Alex is only a year older than me. I know he sounds like he's 50.
Hey.
He's been smoking all his life.
Fucking smoking 305s.
Oh, fuck.
He's a
Hold on.
fucking chain smoker.
Let me turn on the speech to text. No, it's fine. So continue.
cool,
All right.
cool.
So Izzy has a story to share,
My-
like always.
Well,
Hold on. Alex looks like he's fucking reminiscing right now. Like,
No, 'cause-
like he's replaying this.
Nah,
like,
man, because in my head it was like, wouldn't it have been more natural? We like, I don't know,
Say it.
like if we just talk about like drinking this, drinking that, and then like, oh, and that's how we lead up to this fucking story. Instead of just
Nah,
like,
fine,
so
fine.
yeah, we.
That's why I always find it awkward when we're like, all right, you can start talking now, and it's like,
All right, fine.
kind of
That's
throws
fine.
them.
I mean, right now we're drinking.
It works. I mean, I know
we
you
are
have to,
drinking. We ate
I know you have to do
pizza.
it, but
I mean, there's not much story.
yeah, pizza. Oh, a little bit of bourbon goes hand in hand. No complaints from me. So,
I mean,
Why you looking at him?
that isn't what I meant, but all right, go
Alright,
ahead.
so
What was your
it's
story, man?
Yeah.
all right. So it was a rainy night.
yeah, I knew he was. It was the
Really nice.
summer of 1992.
All right.
Let's get to the story.
All right. So it was a
You
rainy
didn't go
night.
that far back. 1992.
I was a year old then.
So it was a rainy night, and we just had a couple of drinks in our system. Right, not too much, German. You would say,
Yeah, man.
just right, just right.
Just right. We were having a good time. We were on 10.
Yeah, we were on 10, right? And we feel good because we're on 10 and we're trying to,
You think
enjoy
people are gonna understand what we're on 10 means?
I think anyone who drinks knows what on 10
it.
means.
Yeah, they could easily Google, So,
I'm just like,
You're just fucking.
you know what? We were feeling good. So, me and Jeremy, we want to stay on this feeling good, and we decided,
who was in this car?
well, there was three of us. It was I, Israel, German, and our good friend Alex. So we decided, you know what? Let's have a little bit of fun for tonight, right? It's raining, well, drizzling. It's drizzling.
I mean,
And,
I didn't decide anything. I kind of just went with it. Like,
Come on, man, you can't throw me out like that right now, man.
I was there with you, man. I was
All right,
there.
man, you just making it seem like I'm forcing you to,
I never said do it, don't it?
Hey, look, man, you know what?
That's actually very true. We're gonna get to the story.
I kind of knew what you were gonna do, and I was like, okay, let's see where this goes.
Hey, look, man, when I ask you, I'm gonna take the traction control off my car, right?
You're already jumping into the story. Like too far.
All right. Look, man, we're gonna get some Taco Bells. We just gonna want some food in our system. So we decided, we're gonna go, get some Taco Bell. We got Taco Bell, and I suggested to German, hey, let's have a little bit of fun. I never took the traction control off of my car. Let's see how that goes.
Kind of cardio.
I drive a hatchback,
Sorry, excuse me.
a sporty hatchback. It's a Ford Focus. So it's an RS, and you could take it off and on the traction control. I never took it off. There's a drift mode, so I'm thinking to myself, it feels good to do a little, drift, see how that goes, right? So we're thinking, I suggested it to German, and German suggested right back that it's not a bad idea. So I prepared everyone. I asked everyone in the car, do you guys got your seatbelt? And German did say.
I was like, I'm ready to go, man. Let's do this. I was like, yeah, I got my seatbelt on.
Okay, and I did scream it out to everyone in the car too that we're listening would be able to hear though, right?
Just so everybody knows, Jeremy was in the passenger. I was in the back seat.
I
I was pretty messed up.
I think Alex was on his phone. I mean, I think that's what
I
it
was
was.
pretty
I'm not
messed up
sure.
for the whole drive leading up to this point. I had no idea. Like everything seemed like time jumping. Like 1 minute we were one place, then we were talking about. I didn't even realize.
Okay,
when we
while
got
those
there.
time jumping were happening, he was on his phone. He wasn't. His attention was not fully on us,
Okay.
and we did not know that. We were not aware of that. We were just,
One just clearly stated that Alex was on his phone.
all right.
I
but-
think you were on your phone. I don't remember.
Alright.
I'm looking at you from my peripheral. I'm
I
not too
wasn't
sure.
there, so I can't.
yeah.
Give
So I suggested it to German. Let's take the traction control off. Let's see what see what happens.
Yeah.
He gave me the go ahead. He gave me a thumbs up. He said, I'm good. So I figured, if he's good, Alex is good,
I never answered because I never heard this question.
It could have been a nod we did not see or did not hear, or it could have been a
Point is, they never got a response from me, so
we don't know that. We never looked back for your response. I just screamed it out for everyone in the car to listen if they got their seatbelt on.
Right.
You could answer without really answering. You could just put your seatbelt on.
Right. Silence is an answer.
There you go. Very true.
All right.
So
Alex is very annoyed right now. Like, let me take a super term right here.
So we decided, you know what? We're gonna give a little test run at this red light. I'm gonna make a quick sharp turn. Did I not do that? I gave it a little test run, right? See a real quick sharp turn at the red line when we were going into.
Did you?
Yes.
I just remember the donut, to be honest.
I wasn't aware of that.
Okay, there was a sharp turn done at the red light before entering the street of where I currently live at. It was.
I don't remember that sharp turn.
You don't remember? It was just a real quick with the emergency brakes. Like, oh, I could have sworn Alex.
Man, I wish I would have remembered that, dude.
Yeah, even Alex has suggested it. Oh, did you use the emergency brakes for that? I'm like, yeah, I took the traction control off.
So you were aware, dude.
that one turn, 'cause
I
I felt like a sharp, like,
yeah.
whatever.
It was at this light, and he felt it. He even asked me, "Oh, why are you using the emergency brakes?" I'm like, "Oh, I took the traction control off of the car." So I'm thinking,
because if this happened before you did the donut, why would you ask if you should take the?
No. I had asked everyone if their seatbelt was on before, when I took the traction control off. Then I wanted to test it out a little bit at the red light with doing a sharp turn, which I did, and then that's when you suggested, "Oh, why are you using the emergency brakes?" Which I gave him the response. I just took the traction control off.
Right.
We continue on, and I see a real intersection with white spaces, and I'm thinking this is a perfect chance for me to do this donut. So I'm giving, I got my hands on my 10s and 2s, and I'm ready to do this, right? Speed racer all the way. This is how I'm feeling, right? I got the passenger side German here. He's feeling good too, right? He's strapped on, ready to go. How were you feeling before this happened?
I don't remember much.
All right, so
I'm blissfully unaware of what's about it.
I'm having a good time at the time, you know. I'm like, all right, let's see what happens, you know.
Which is fantastic.
Let's see what happens.
we're all still in 10 though, right?
Yeah, we're all still on 10.
We're still on 10. So I see this. I see the opportunity presented itself right in front of me. So I took it. I do a real sharp donut turn here, and I nailed it. You know, I gave myself a good, score, 10 out of 10.
From what I remember, it was a pretty damn good donut. Like
it was
nice.
Yeah, he was he did the donut. He landed in the same position he was in before. You know, so it was like really good. Yeah, dude, it was nice.
I felt proud of myself, and I'm thinking I look beside me, and I'm thinking my friend is proud of me too because he's laughing in joy. But I did not know that was not the case. And here comes German.
Right, so we're out there having a good time. Alex Izzy does a drift, and then from my peripheral, I see Alex go from the left side of the car because he's in the back seat. Yeah. He goes from the left side quickly to the right. He just disappears, bro.
With that zoom.
Yeah.
The zoom.
So I was
Alex did not have his seatbelt on.
Confirmed.
Yeah,
confirmed.
And he got launched to the other side of the car.
I was not aware that Alex did not have his seatbelt. I'm feeling happy because I landed this, right?
Right.
First time, and I landed it pretty good, right? And I'm thinking I'm feeling joy. I see German laughing, and this all happened so quickly, almost like an accident, which it was. It was an accident on my part. So
from my view,
it was a real quick view.
Yeah. I flew to the side and I hit the side of my head against the door handle of the door, you know, and all I hear is these fucking assholes laughing.
Like hyenas in the front legs.
Which, like I said that night, I'm sure must have looked funny, but like the fact that I kept complaining, like I was fucked up, and that shit's over me up instantly.
It did.
It really did. It really did.
And they kept fucking laughing. They're like, "Yeah, bro, it's just a good time."
But there was two reasons why we were laughing. I'm laughing because of the joy of landing a donut.
Okay.
And I'm laughing because I see German laughing, so I'm thinking he's laughing because I landed the donut. So I keep on driving the few minutes still left to get to the house, and I'm laughing, and then I found out we were laughing for the same reason. So
I see.
Yes. Alex did hit his head really hard.
He did.
So we're home real quick, but
and you were pissed off.
Which they only admitted once I decided to leave. That's when they stop laughing. They're like, "Oh, I guess you did this. It's pretty hard." Like,
Yeah, but when we got out, that's when I realized when I see my friend German curled up finally say what had happened, and I'm laughing and I couldn't help myself.
Yeah, he laughed even harder.
Yeah, I mean we were on 10. I mean the liquor was already,
it was pretty funny, man. It looked comical, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's just
Which is like I said, like I'm sure it looked funny.
It was, not that I think back at it. If I had to imagine that, which I did, anyone could have laughed at that situation.
Bro,
if they were in my place.
I wish you would have had like a dash cam at that moment,
I wish
just to see the.
Y'all ever seen that video of like the guy driving the boat, the speedboat, with like multiple people and like hitting the waves, and then they like move from side to side, and then they just like hit the bottom of the boat.
Yeah,
That's what I was in the back seat. Yeah. Literally the driver, like when he like flew off camera.
Fucking Christ.
So we started laughing, and we're entering my house because
Because we made it home safe.
Yeah, we didn't make it home safe in one piece.
Yeah,
I mean minor concussions along the way, but what's a minor concussion, right?
Yeah,
that's probably why I'm so angry all the time.
Yeah,
like it just hit like a nerve, and now
now
I'm just mad all the time.
God damn.
That wasn't it.
Yeah, so we're laughing.
There's a lot of hate in my heart.
So we're sitting down and we're still, I'm apologizing. I tell him, don't want you to feel, unsafe when I am driving. It wasn't intentional. I'll make sure next time,
it wasn't intentional.
It really wasn't. I was just trying to,
it was intentional.
I was just trying to have that, good moment at the end of a good night. Like the last hoorah.
Alex didn't even ask for the seatbelt on.
I mean,
yeah, remember they took my silence as a yes.
Silence is a response.
They even heard me click the seatbelt buckle. That's how they knew.
True. Yeah. No, I remember because that same night I wasn't there in the car, but in that same night, bro. So that same night, I was coming back from Orlando from a trip, and it was like 2 a.m, and I saw Alex come in and park his car, and I say, "Alex, how's it going?" And he just comes up to me. He's like, "Man, sometimes I just want to punch someone in the face." I'm like, "Fuck." He was pissed off, and at that moment, I didn't know exactly what he was talking about until I figured out eventually what happened with the Zoom.
Yeah, and I explained it to my brother-in-law, and he explained to me, "Look, Alex is not a small person."
Which makes it a little funnier, bro, because like how quickly he disappeared, bro.
Yeah,
like,
God damn, that was a lot of momentum.
There was a lot.
There was a lot of physics involved where Alex was not prepared for.
We were hitting G-forces he was not ready for.
He went against the law, and the law won, right? Physics. So
I didn't go against the law by fucking choice.
All right, so
like I said, man, in the future we'll just let him ride passenger. That way you make sure he gets that. You hear that click.
Yeah, the click and the beeping noise will stop. He wasn't really aware if there was a beeping noise or not. But like I said, it's my fault. I understand. I did apologize that night. Right. He wasn't really accepting it, which is understandable. I mean,
hey, no harm, no foul, right?
There you go. No harm, no foul. No bullet in the chest.
Yeah. Oh, is that what it takes for me to
casket?
No, and then what is it that German was asking him? Are you dead?
Oh yeah, so he's ready. So
I'm trying to explain the fact that it sobered me up to try to tell him like how hard this crap hit me on the fucking head, or rather how hard I hit this fucking door on my head or whatever, right? So that way they could at least understand. Because again, like I said, I understand how funny it would look, but I'm trying to express that hey, this might be serious to my drunk 2 friends, and they're not being very understanding of that.
We were not.
We really weren't.
No,
I was like, this is a big dude, man. He can take a hit. So I was like, but did he die, bro?
And this is the worst
part. And not even in a joking manner. Like, me and Jeremy were about to get fucking heated on that shit. He kept screaming that shit in my face. Like, oh, but did he die? Right? And I'm like, no, man, that's not the fucking point, bro. Like, I
wasn't upset about that, though. I was upset because Izzy had apologized, and you still kept bitching about it. So I was like, dude, come on, man. You already apologized.
I did.
Like, why are you still, like,
and I told him,
why are you still arguing about it?
I understand why Alex was feeling bad, because, like, he sobered up mandatorily, and I understand. It wasn't his choosing.
An injury like that,
yeah. So I understood, and it just but German was like, you know what? He apologized, and it was just it was butting heads. It's understandable, I did land the donut though.
All in all, the moral of the story is I'm fucking great at tripping.
That's good. If I ever need someone to do a donut, I can call you.
Yes, and it was quite. I mean, like I said, the rain helped.
That's true. It wasn't rain.
But it was a little slick, yeah.
So it did help. But I did land it. But we're still best of friends. At the end of the day, right?
So good, right?
Yes. So
Yeah.
But next time, front seat always.
yes.
All right, just in case of anything, you know.
Yeah, the case of anything, I hit my head against a glass.
Yeah, exactly.
It's much more like
Instead of door handle glass.
yeah, it's glass. Yeah, so much more easier on the head.
Yeah. Oh, so I had told my brother-in-law, like, hey, look, I accidentally did this to Alex. I wasn't trying to, but it happened. Right?
Right.
He's like, look, you gotta understand, Alex. Alex is a big dude. Never in his life he probably gets tossed like that, right? So when he did get tossed like that, he might have felt a certain way,
No, it's funny as hell.
Yeah, so he might have felt a certain way. So you gotta understand the man who
he felt like he wasn't in control. Like,
You're so used to being in control.
Yeah, so when this happened, it was just
Yeah.
it ruffled a little feathers, but it's all right though. We're still best of friends though.
Listen, I'm just gonna take another sip, right?
You're drinking that drink a lot faster than
Yeah.
how about we go take this traction control off again?
So you're joining us live in Izzy's car.
All you're gonna hear is the fucking car accident. He cuts
Oh,
out.
And just like beep, 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 beep.
No.
Like no one's like responding to the mic.
No, we need to live stream that shit.
Yeah, but we should. But it's funny thing because it's like I remember a topic of argument at that time was German saying, "But you know how Israel drives when he's drinking. Like when should you not be wearing your seatbelt when he's driving? Like this because there's multiple times where where German feels this.
You sound like an alcoholic right now. Like an alcoholic driver.
I don't even remember where we were coming from.
We do not condone drinking and driving.
No, of course not. But sometimes we're still irresponsible, even though we don't wish to be. We still are.
What's this whole weed business, Frenchman?
Frenchman.
We
Hey, look, I just like, hey, it happens.
Where were we coming from?
We were playing pool. We had a
So I
couple.
You didn't remember
how
that?
much did I even have to drink?
Well, you started.
Because the thing is, I'm always drinking. I try to drink way more than them
Yeah.
to try to get like
Two of
to
them.
where they are. Yeah, like much faster. That way we could all enjoy that 10 ride.
Yeah.
Before any one of us could possibly get hit in the head with the side of a door.
Fuck.
Hey, you know,
escalated real fast.
you live and learn, right? You only do it.
Now you know. Next time you
I
need
mean,
a thumbs up.
at least we all know what that feeling is like, right? Am I right?
Yeah, right.
Nobody?
No.
Oh,
Nah,
That
man.
donut was amazing.
I guess
It was.
It
Like I
was
said,
amazing. I wish it was there.
I wish
To
you
witness it.
would- yeah.
Everything.
You
The donut
probably wouldn't have wanted that because you would have been the cushion to Alex.
Yeah, you're right.
You would have been on the right side, and
Yeah, because
Oh,
at first
man.
it started
Right.
on one side. It started on one side,
Oh man,
and then it linked into the next one.
I would have been crushed. You're right.
It's physics, man.
It's just physics.
you talk to me like I don't understand what physics is, bro.
I'm just
It's
saying.
not the point of the physics or the science behind it.
Inertial, what is kinetic energy? Whatever. Scientific.
You have to understand. That's the way it works.
That's the way it works.
I went against the law won.
Wow, always, man.
Yeah. But I mean, like I said, you got to share these moments to really, test your friendship.
Yeah.
There's multiple times where you don't want to really, test these moments or have these intimate moments.
Yeah, I mean,
with
was there
friends.
another moment where it tested your friendship with Alex?
I would have to say, yeah.
There was, at least what I know.
Yeah, okay, I know. I see where you're going with this.
Yeah, I mean, you guys got real personal with that.
Oh, when he slept over?
Nah, man.
No.
The
The
beach,
beach.
Oh,
Well,
my
certain thing
God,
happened.
man.
I'm surprised you didn't catch on to that, man. Like,
I'm just saying.
What's it on too?
he was
No, because you guys said friendship test, and we just talked about
Yeah.
but now you
Because I
got,
was pissed off that day. It's not like I was like, I'm gonna uppercut Izzy because of what just happened,
I mean, I really felt it though. I felt it inside like, man, this motherfucker lasts one more time. He just lasts.
But that's how it is all the time. We say some dumb
I fucking
shit.
dare
Bro.
you, bro.
Yeah.
I always
Yeah.
look at you like I'm about to smack you across the head,
Yeah, he
man.
does.
That's true. You're right.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's true.
That's true. You're right. though. Even when I got here today.
Yeah. And I told you it was happening all day.
It's happening all day.
No, man, like before this next show, we went to Cracker Barrel this morning to get some breakfast, right? And even just sitting down, we were sitting down, I put my hand on the table to like lower myself. He went and like put his hand on top of mine, like, and I was like, "Yo, man, what are you doing, bro?"
Hey,
Again, like, I'm not homophobic. It's just like whatever,
look,
like,
you just want to share that skinship with your friend to know
Skinship.
to let him know you care, right? So to me, is you put your hand over the hand of your friend.
So what?
That's like You cool, man. You cool with me.
Okay, that's what that means.
There you go. You know.
If y'all can see my face right now.
You know, you play a little bit of foot.
Anyway, later on,
Yeah.
right? German's sitting next to me, and Izzy sitting in front of me. It's like a 4-seat table or whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever. You and German are pretty tall people.
Yes.
Izzy not so much.
Past 6 feet.
Izzy's like
Oh,
one
for
of
you
my.
guys are past 6 feet?
Yeah.
I'm at 6 feet on a good day.
And you? German?
That boy's like 7'3".
Yeah, I recently went to the doctor. I think they told me I was 6'3", but I don't know how accurate that is.
6'3"?
6'3"?
No way.
Wow, man.
Damn.
You're tall, bro. Freak.
My brother's like 6'2", 6'3".
That's what they
My
told me.
older brother.
Hey, you think he's taller than German?
I think.
Maybe if I'm not slouching, I'm 6'3".
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, that boy's always slouch.
Always slouching.
I'm just saying because he's always like, I need to work on my posture. You know.
You gotta sit straight. Always like this.
None of us have been sitting straight for
You gotta
that.
have your nips out, bro.
It's hard
Chest
for me,
out.
bro. It's hard for me.
Shit, nips out.
Anyway, so like at one point, like later on, I think this is, we still haven't gotten our food yet.
Nope.
Which, by the way, anybody goes to Cracker Barrel, expect like a fucking like 3-day like wait for that shit. 'Cause
Oh, yeah. No, I've been there before.
they told us it was like an hour wait to sit in,
Yeah.
and then they extended it for like another 20 minutes, and then they called us to the booth, right? Because they finally got our table. That was another 20 minutes there.
Ah, perfect.
They sat us down. That was like another hour wait for our food.
We're never gonna get sponsored by fucking Cracker Barrel.
Bro,
man.
well, that's
I
why. I mean,
But
The
if you
food
want
was
to-
fantastic.
Yeah, food
If
was
they
great,
want
though.
to, go right ahead. But
Right.
that's why they have a gift shop.
Grandpa's
So-
Country breaded chicken, bro. That shit's beautiful.
It is.
Oh, perfect. No,
Well,
the food's
anyway.
delicious.
So yeah,
when you get it.
so then Izzy, I guess, trying to like
Share
always
some skin shit.
bust my balls.
Ah, I see.
Like I feel his foot rest on top of mine, and I quickly move my foot. Right? It's like why are you trying to feel up on me, bro?
Yeah,
like
play foot.
why are you always trying to flirt with me at these times around people or something? Man?
Like,
Bro,
hey,
you
listen, you look, I see a man
And then
that
no,
deserves
hold on.
skinship.
German, he's like, what was it?
You just gotta ignore it, bro. Like, let
Yeah,
him do
like
it,
you just gotta ignore it, let him do it. And I was like, no, that's the thing. Like I know if I don't take my foot off, he's just gonna leave it there. If I don't move my hand, he's just gonna hold it even harder. You know?
There you go. He knows
and then and he's like, I was gonna leave my foot there, blah blah blah. You know?
It's a lose-lose.
Yeah. So I was like, I'd rather just fucking move my foot, bro, and just tell him fuck off.
And, having a friendship with Izzy is like a whole different.
Yeah,
Like, having
this
one
guy's like,
I'll tell you this. One time we were in high school and I had slept over at George's house. I don't know if he knows this story,
I
but
don't remember.
all right, we're going home.
He's already denying.
I'm
like,
not sure if I want to know right now, but go right
All
ahead.
right, so we're all going to find out right now then. So this is, high school hormones levels are still spiking. So
see, why do you gotta have details like that, though?
what, man?
It is kind of funny though. Like, it makes you think he's gonna go into some sexual shit.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what you're talking about right now. But go
okay,
ahead.
it doesn't involve
I can
fun.
neither confirm or deny the allegation.
Okay, so this is what
I
happened.
did my
So
part.
I was, I slept over at my good friend George's house, and I'm in the sofa, right? And I was unprepared for this. It just happens whenever it wishes to happen. I had one of those dreams. It wasn't a dry one, and it sure was held pretty moist. Kind of
You
find
had a
out-
wet dream.
of course. So I wake up and I'm confused because I haven't had one of these for quite a while. So when this happened, I'm like,
Busted
man.
a nut in your couch, bro.
Oh, God.
I was still wearing my sleeping PJs, so I think I was all right. So I'm thinking, you know what? It just means I got to get ready for school earlier than usual. So that's
That's what I do too. Whenever I wake up, busting a nut, I gotta get ready for school.
or maybe it wasn't a school night. Maybe it was just, you know what? I'm gonna have to switch to clothes I had prepared. It's just a little bit earlier than usual. It's just didn't want to wake anyone up, but it happens. And like I said, moments like that just brings us closer.
Oh, okay. I
That's
wasn't
okay.
aware of this, but
Yeah, you know what? I don't.
So what happened?
I just went to the bathroom real early, changed up, and went right back to sleep. It was a good sleep.
Oh, I thought that had something to do with George.
Yeah, I mean, I felt comfortable enough in his house to have a wet dream, right? That means a lot.
I don't
I
think.
guess I don't know. I guess that time, but there was another time you slept over my house and you scared of ghosts. And then he was scared of ghosts. He was like, "Is there any ghosts?" I'm like, "No, I don't think so."
Yeah.
Yeah. Nah.
But hey, look, man. If I can't see it, if I can't touch it, how am I supposed to?
What if it
I've
touches you?
slept many times in my own living room. I've never seen a ghost.
Okay.
But what if it touches you?
Well, I mean, I
What
can't.
if it sees you?
I mean, I can't really do
What
much.
if it feels you?
Oh, whoa, now.
If
Whoa,
it just joy.
Ah, yeah.
Welcome to the Ghost Love Hour.
Shit,
like I
there's a
said,
lot of ectoplasm. You know what I mean?
You're just gonna find Izzy floating in the air, butt naked, just getting around.
But yeah, bro. You gotta assert your dominance, man. Just start beating off in the room you're in. Like, let them know you mean business.
For all of you that can't see what's going on, German just made a masturbation gesture for some reason.
Yeah, you know. So like I said,
you gotta let them know, like, hey man, I'm not scared. I'm comfortable enough where I can jerk off.
Even with that, he's looking at me.
You want a joint?
If it happened in Ghostbusters, why not happen to us, right?
Wait, that happened in Ghostbusters?
Yeah, man. One of the members of Ghostbusters got in BJ by a ghost.
Really?
Nice.
Yeah,
I remember
think,
that.
I think it's.
You sure you're not thinking about Scary Movie? Where Shorty got BJ in the closet? Where that goes?
I think it's Ghostbusters.
No, but she was like physically there.
Oh, you're right.
The chick is that she got railed by a ghost like all over the.
Oh, that's true. You're right. I remember.
No, but there was a ghost that was haunting the house, and he ended up sleeping with her, with the ghost.
Oh yeah, with the crazy
closet?
lady with the he puts a paper bag over her
He puts
face.
a paper bag over
She was
her
hella
head,
scary, but she was hella fine though.
Yeah, but she was physically there though. That's what I'm saying.
But she was a ghost though. She wasn't like.
Oh, because there was that other chick too that she was getting railed all over the house, but there was nothing there. It was like a ghost.
No, I'm talking about the female ghost.
That movie's very like I haven't seen the movie forever. So.
Yeah,
I remember some scenes. Like I remember there was a scene where like the first scene is like this guy's gonna start going down on the main girl, but she's like super bushy. It's like a fucking like chainsaw or whatever to like cut all the fucking
trim hedge.
the
Hedge trimmer. Yeah.
And like fucking bats came out and shit. Like fucking Christ.
I remember that dude. He had like those long ass like
nipples?
bullet nipples.
Jeez.
Yeah, man. Ours reminds you of Izzy.
Oh yeah.
No, you did touch Izzy's nipples today.
They
were hard
they
as
were
fuck.
hella hard, bro.
Shit, it was not sexual. It was just to fuck with him, but
Yeah, because he was making the drinks and he looked like I guess we're putting pressure on him because we were all surrounding him.
yeah.
So I tried to make him uncomfortable, like by touching him, but nothing happened. But I found out his nipples were super hard for some reason.
You know what?
He just turned on all the time.
That's right, man. Sometimes I can't control these body functions of mine, and my nips are one of them.
All right.
And
So, like I said, we all need to share intimate moments as friends. You know, it just brings us closer together.
I feel like you share the most though.
I feel.
How close before that line gets has to be drawn?
Listen, I feel like most of us, like the intimate moments, I guess that we share, whether tragic, good, whatever the case may be, I feel like they come naturally. But with like Izzy, whether intentional or not, he's always putting it there.
You know, I just want to
like it always comes up with him.
No matter where we are, we could be at drive-through at McDonald's. He's like, hey, you know what? Fuck yeah.
You know what?
It's perfect time.
It's just I want to present it there. Anyone that wishes to, take up on it, I'm already offering it. That's what I like to say. We're just sharing skinship. It's all it is, man. You know.
Skinship.
Well, anyway, to go back to that original story of I guess where you guys say our friendship was tested, even though I don't feel like it was like that. It was just like something I just wish never happened, I guess. So
wish upon a star, my friend.
Wish upon a star.
Me and Izzy, and at the time his ex-girlfriend, we went to the beach this one day, and the waves are hitting like pretty strong. And something I like to do when there's like waves is just like stand out there like as deep, well, not as deep as I could go, but like pretty deep, and try to like maintain my stance against the waves and stuff. I'm a big dude, might as well use it for something like that, I guess.
Right.
Yeah, for no reason.
Yeah. Peace of mind.
Yeah. Test your dominance.
Yeah, I can see it. Like, fuck you, Aquaman. You ain't got shit on. Drums. And Izzy decides to join in too. His ex at the time, she stayed in the sand or whatever, like with our stuff.
At the shore.
Yeah. And Izzy decides to join, but he doesn't join me as far because there was like this lifeguard that kept like blowing its whistle. Yeah, I don't know if it was at us or not, because like I was there by myself. Fine. Izzy joined. She's like, "What's that small child doing out there?"
No kids past this point.
Hey, your son is behind. Like, I don't know.
I look pretty small and see.
Yeah. Like, I mean, she sees me, this big dude, right? Like waist up out of the water, and he's like, she just sees like a toupee floating.
Did you have long hair at the time?
It was kind of like medium length, I would say.
And it was a girl like,
what's that little girl doing out there?
I don't know. I just know there was a lifeguard on duty, like blowing the whistle when Izzy started to join. After a while, I don't know if it disappeared or she fucked out, whatever. But Izzy actually caught up to me. Yeah, and whatever, we're actually having fun, like whatever, the waves are pretty fucking strong. Yeah. And after a while, this one big wave, unexpected, like just knocks us, right?
Yeah, Mother Nature works in mysterious ways.
It's a wave, bro.
It's a wave.
Yeah.
You sound real spiritual right now.
Kind of expected from the beach.
Right? Yeah.
Not a
So the
lake.
wave knocks us back, and like as I'm falling back, almost like Jeremy when he saw me disappear, in my peripheral, all I saw were like Izzy's legs like in the air, and like his body was gone, but I just saw his legs. So I started cracking up. Obviously, I went underwater. Didn't expect this wave to be so fucking hard, and you know, like
Because that was
and I'm being like, thrown around underwater, and I managed to like stop myself on my knees. And then like I lift my head and I'm like rubbing my eyes and stuff and I'm cracking up. And then I hear Izzy laughing. I haven't opened my eyes yet.
it was fun. It was free fun. I was laughing at it, enjoyment.
Yeah, dude, it was
tossing and
fun.
turning
Yeah.
with the wave. It was quite.
Yeah, so I'm rubbing my eyes. I hear Izzy laughing, and then in the far distance, I hear "Babe, your shorts." Right, and like I open my eyes, and this dude's dick and balls are in my face, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And then while he's still laughing, I just shove him like on his stomach.
Yeah,
Okay.
I reach for his stomach, I just shove him, he falls back into the water. I get up, and he gets up laughing even harder. I was like, "Dude, pull your fucking shorts up, man." He's like, "What do you want me to do, bro? They were loose."
They were loose, They were two sizes too bigger than mine, but it's like,
Two sides making it.
but you know what? I didn't have any of the shorts clean at the moment, so I'm like, I don't want to miss this day at the beach. So I'm like, I gotta make do with what I got. So I picked up those shorts. I was having a good time.
Oh, and they weren't tied.
Oh, perfect.
I didn't expect it.
And I was like, tie them shits, man. Cut the circulation. Tie them tight.
Yeah,
Fuck, man.
I just never expected a wave to toss me like that, and it did,
And it did.
and I enjoyed it.
You guys got closer that day.
That we did, and we still are friends. For,
Not by choice.
Not by choice. How many years was that, by the way?
I don't know. I bury it deep down along with other tragic, traumatizing,
like I
life
said,
events.
it's just like a disinflated elephant trunk. Like a really
No one said anything about the size of your dick in this thing, but this is
if
you.
anything, you should be promoting how big your dick is.
No, I don't know. I don't.
It's the size of a microphone.
Better believe I'll be happy with something like that.
You guys ever seen Blue Yeti microphone? Pretty much it.
No.
We've been telling her to go see a doctor for months.
Something's wrong.
It's not supposed to be that fucking big. Girth. Right now, is he suggesting that we pour more of our drinks? Because apparently he says that he's running low. We've been done with ours for like the past.
I'm just trying to look out for my friends,
All right, I'm just gonna pause for a second. So you're gonna fill your drink right now.
Well, then because I saw both of y'all's, all threes were empty.
And I guess we'll be right back.
All right. Well, to you guys, it's gonna be like 1 second. So.
And we're back.
That's right.
All right, we're back from pouring our drinks. We were talking about
Me showing my penis status.
which I feel like is a story we can all.
we can all
this.
relate to it. I mean, one point or another.
What are you talking about? We
No,
can all
I've
relate
never
to it.
seen anyone else's
Me
penis
neither.
other than porn videos that
I mean, we can make this happen right now.
not that I want to.
All right, everybody at once get up and just like drop hands.
We don't need to see it, right?
All they're gonna hear is like, "Wow, man, nice." Oh,
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking maybe we put a tape measure and start measuring our dicks to see who's bigger.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
we're not gonna need any tape measure for that.
Yeah, as long as we're using milliliters, I think I'm
We
good.
just eyeball that. What are you doing?
Charge my phone.
You came out on the podcast.
You did it. After you talk
George's
about-
brother, the other Alex.
Yeah, for real. What do you think? I have a charger in my fucking backpack?
You think I could just magically pull out a charger out of my
What do you
ass?
think this is? 21st century? 21st century?
This is the
21st
21st century. Give me the
21
22nd century.
21 cents.
Bro, that's not how it works.
I don't know how this works.
Bro, take out the fucking plug. Wherever the fuck's plugged into.
It's plugged into the wall.
Fucking
That's too
unplug
far.
it
Let
and
me
put
see.
your fucking
It won't
charger.
fit.
It should fit though, right?
Yeah, bro. No, that's not how it works, bro. That's not a fucking extended cable.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, what is it?
That's for the computer. Yeah.
Oh,
Bro,
Gotcha,
you guys,
gotcha.
guys, come on, bro.
Yeah, we're
I'm sorry.
Hey, you know what?
We're on special cases
For
here.
real, man. Hey, George, you chose us a long time ago, man. Boy, hey, you let me go too hard.
I think you're making a podcast. With it.
You guys trying to connect that shit.
See, Alex had the same train of thought. I thought you
Look, the reason I did it is because I thought he didn't know how to fucking put it in. Because I was like, how hard is it to connect a fucking thing into the goddamn extension cable, you know?
You know what? Thank goodness Both Alex took the fall for that stupid shit.
It's alright, man.
Boy,
Once every blue moon is fine with me, man. Now, if I'm doing some stupid shit every day, like some people I know across the table, I wouldn't know how to live with myself.
I take no insult on that.
that's right.
Oh, I said across from me, so.
Right across from.
That's right.
Well, across from
That's
me.
my lawyer right there.
You don't have to answer that.
I wasn't asking him a question.
German is Izzy's lawyer, by the way.
That's right.
He's not a certified lawyer,
Yeah. Or anyway, he doesn't
Yeah.
study law.
and Izzy isn't in a fucking courtroom.
No, he's no plaintiff or
Yeah.
defendant.
I like to think myself as a translator.
No, you're more like a hindsight lawyer. Like you probably should have never answered that, but
But the fact that you did anyway, I have to legally tell you that you're fucked.
you're already in jail. But like, you probably should have said not guilty. But you know what? Whatever.
You did it anyway.
Yeah, what's done is done, right?
I do have to tell you that all these have fees, and they need to get paid. So I'm here to collect.
I would never want you to defend me. And then,
I mean,
Well, in a fight, I would want German to defend me, man.
would you, German? Would you fight if you needed to?
I think I would.
Really?
Yeah.
Like you'll fucking put hands and shit.
Why not?
Yeah.
All right, whatever.
I mean, sometimes you don't have a choice. It's like any other choice, you know.
No, but what if you did have a choice?
But you implied that you didn't have a choice. That if you need to fight,
There's
You need
been
to fight, you need
times.
to fight, you know?
There's been times I've been in a fight where I didn't swing back.
Well, I've been in fights.
German was in one of those. Was there for one of those.
I thought he was your opponent.
Well, I've been in many fights. I've been in many fights and I've lost them all. If you're in fighting,
Come on, you can give yourself one victory. At least one.
I like to be honest.
You said that with the confidence of a guy that's won every fight.
I lost all of them.
Yeah, man, he's doing some real statistics out there. Man.
He's gonna lie that no one would want to validate. No one would validate.
You know,
Right? No one would know. It's like I've lost all of them.
Yeah,
Not
at
a
least one.
single one.
At
They
least
were
one
all
of them.
horrible. Yeah.
Nope.
Okay.
No. I fought in church and I lost in the
Hey,
Isle
church,
of
you were trying
God.
to fight the priest or something.
No,
like that, bro.
No, it's actually the friend that invited me to church.
God,
That guy was praying harder than Izzy.
come to the house of God where
They both prayed to.
Yeah, and I got my ass whooped.
They both prayed to the Lord, and the Lord answered only one of them.
What are you guys fighting about? Like who drinks the most wine or something?
Well, actually, it's a story in itself. So my friend had invited me to a North Korean church.
Okay.
That's where you get
South
the
Korea.
swole Jesus.
Wait.
That's why he got his ass whooped, bro. It was a fight club in
You
itself.
said North Korean church.
South Korean. I
South
don't know.
Korea?
I was
Okay,
saying
I
if
said
you're praying to
Kim Jong Un.
Yeah, praying to Kim Jong
No,
Un.
South Korean, I believe, because I don't know the
North
whole
Korea,
difference.
best Korea.
Yeah.
Only Korea.
No, only Korea.
Right, of course.
So,
We're gonna get nuked.
so it was,
It was like
well,
listening
let's
to
just
this
say it was
podcast.
a Korean church, and we went there, and
This
my
is what
friend
all
had-
these Americans are like.
so my friend had invited me, to sleep over his brother's girlfriend's mom's house. I believe I got that right.
Okay.
That's a mouthful.
Don't quote me.
Easier to follow.
Yeah. So whatever. I slept over. They invited me to church, so I did go to church. They serve food in that church, pretty different. They serve a whole selection of food: squid, fried rice. There's noodles.
They actually eat there, bro.
Yeah, they
Regular
do.
churches, they starve you, bro.
Yeah, and they're really celebratory and stuff. They were like, hallelujah. They were really, raising the roof. So,
Oh, nice. Listen
so-
to 50 cents.
so there was this game that was played. Yes, this was high school, I believe, or middle school. One of those two. It was it's called meat check, right? Where you go to your friend and you punch him in his nuts and you shout meat check, right?
Okay.
Okay. I was not
Well,
a fan of
check.
Me check. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, there you go. So I'm opening the doors to enter the congregation where everyone's gathered, ready to praise the Lord. And my friend is being sneaky about it. And when I open the door, he immediately meat checks me.
Okay.
So I dropped down to my knees, not because of the Lord's glory.
I really like that touch.
Yeah, not because of the Lord's glory, nothing like that.
Breath, he's like, Jesus.
I was like, oh God. I got to my knees and I immediately left the hall to go to the bathroom to, gather myself. And I was in the bath, a little tear running down because, getting hit in the nuts full fisted hurts. And I looked at myself in the mirror and I told myself, look, if I don't do nothing now, this is probably going to keep occurring in my life and I can't have this happen, right? But I'm thinking to myself, but he's my friend, right? I'm in the house of God, right? You know, even if it's a Korean God, it's God, right?
He was like, he looked at himself in the mirror, like, would Jesus stand for this?
Yeah,
Would a
no,
Korean
actually,
Jesus there for this?
no, and actually, I was looking at myself in the mirror. It's like, look, you have to defend yourself one way or another. Even even if he's your friend, he meat checked you. You know, he hit you in your nuts.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Love thy neighbor and turn the other cheek.
No,
And then
no.
get him when he least expects it.
Yeah, that's what happened to me. You know, and and I couldn't turn my cheek. Well, both my nuts couldn't really turn anywhere. So
You couldn't turn your screw.
I could not. So I told myself,
I don't even see why you want to turn your scroll.
So, so I told myself I'm gonna have to fight my friend, right? And and I told myself,
Damn, I thought this was gonna go to like him meat checking his
Yeah,
friend. Like,
no,
I didn't think he was gonna go.
no.
you not check me, you die today.
no, there was no death. It was actually okay. Well, this happened, so I had to wait outside the hall till till everyone's done praying the whole ceremony and stuff like that. So I had to wait outside the hall, and I had to wait for him, and then I confronted him like, "Hey, that meat check motherfucking hurts." And I fought him. I'm not a fighter, as you can see. I'm not the
No one
best.
can see,
No,
but I can hear.
as we here physically can see.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I am not a fighter. So, but I still had to confront the man. You know, he hit me in the nuts. I had to defend myself.
Right.
You know, I got my
Like
ass.
about 3 hours later, after the whole congregation.
Yeah, so I fought my friend. He did end up kicking my ass in the halls of God, I guess you could say. And yep. And then I went outside and I got my ass and said, like, you did the best you can, even though you came out as a loser. You defended yourself. And I told myself, you know what? I defended myself, even though I lost. You know, it means
a real Vegeta here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
So,
it makes sense. No, that's what they do in prison.
yeah. So, but that would be the first fight we had.
Like before or after they get buff up when they lose.
No, it's like if someone disrespects you, you better start fighting immediately because they're not going to start thinking you're a bitch. So you have to start fighting immediately.
Yeah,
Sounds
there
like
you
you
go.
know this from experience.
No, I saw a documentary.
I've seen the HBO special,
I know quite
The
a bit.
Wire. So, but yeah, like I said, I had to fight my friend. Even though I lost, I had to confront the man because he meat checked me. And you know, I'm not a fighter. After the 10th fight I lost, I figured to myself, I'm not meant to fight.
You're a lover, not a fighter.
And no, I wish I could say I'm a lover, but more like, what? I'm a realist. I wasn't meant to throw these bows, as they say in the music, bro.
Well, it's because you don't have it.
No, I do not.
Nah,
So, yeah,
you're
so-
pretty big.
Yeah, so I had to fight in the house of Korean God, I guess you could say, and
Well, he hasn't fought in the house of regular Jesus.
Yeah.
so I still have like an undefeated record then, 0-0, right?
Undefeated record.
And the house of Jesus, I guess.
Yeah.
Of regular Jesus. Of American Jesus.
We got you, man. We
Korean
got some
Jesus-
headgear, some mouthpieces, some gloves, and some shit.
Yeah.
Is
Yeah,
Korean
Good to go,
Jesus
bro.
the one that's like super buff?
Yeah.
Yeah, he
He's
never
like
skips
ripped.
it like that. Yeah,
Jesus.
he got
He's
swollen legs.
just swole everywhere.
Yeah.
God damn.
Yeah, I was working
His face is as strong as his body. Like,
and you know what? I was working. That was actually my first job. I was working making these like logo belts, but with like jeweled logo belts. I
That
guess
sounds
it
like
was-
he was working in a Chinese sweatshop.
Actually, I was working at the flea market for the Korean lady. So I was
right.
somewhat of a
Right?
sweatshop. Yeah. So I went over there and I figured it's my first job, and I'm gonna get paid good money, at least decent, humane money.
Humane.
Yeah. So I'm like thinking to myself, I work
They
my.
paid him with a sack of potatoes.
Well, actually, she gave me, I think, she gave me like for a whole week of bejeweling fucking logo belt buckles and shit. Like $15.
$15.
That's-
Yeah, 15,
For a
20
week?
bucks.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Yeah,
How
I
many
went to-
hours a day?
Well, I went after school in the flea market, USA flea market. So it was like 3-4 hours, and then I had to take a bus home, and I did that for a week.
God, bro.
nah, man. That's,
But you know what?
That's
And
nothing.
it was a lot. I was taking the metro bus, and the metro's rail. I was living in the goddamn station, so
Oh my God.
it was a lot of money for 14.
Yeah, we found Izzy, like when
Nah,
we met him,
nah.
we found him in an alleyway crying under the rain, like behind a dumpster.
No,
Yeah.
I mean, I got Izzy a job at McDonald's when
Yeah.
I was 16.
Yeah. Oh
yeah,
man.
you got hustled, man.
Oh,
I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I did get hustled, but I only worked there for a week
Yeah.
because when I knew I was only gonna pay $20 for a week worth of work of bejeweling belt logos,
Yeah.
I figured, you know what, this is not meant for me. I
Yeah.
appreciate the
Probably not meant for
opportunity.
anybody.
Yeah. But I did get a job at McDonald's, which was pretty embarrassing because my friend here, Jordan.
Oh yeah,
my friend here, George. Yeah, my friend here,
What
George,
did you do?
was training me.
I
And
was training you.
Yeah, he was telling me, you know what? This is how you gonna fill up the fries. This is how you gonna take orders. This is how you gonna serve people. You know? So I'm thinking, all right, I'm gonna serve people the best I can, right? I'm still in high school, don't know any better. So
Yep.
So this girl I was into, it was about a week, and she broke up with me. I cried my eyes out. Yes, it's pretty sad to hear, but I figured, a week, you can give your heart out to someone in a week's time, right?
Yeah.
I was the fool that did. So, it never happened. It was during middle school. I'm thinking, you know what? I'm never going to come across this girl again. Just put it in the back of my mind, with the whipping up when you're a child,
just bury it deep. Like all my traumas, I bury them deep.
Yeah, very deep, very deep. Where it can never resurface.
Right, exactly.
Life is a motherfucker. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh,
So he's training me and he's telling me, all right, take the order, get some practice. So next walks the girl that was only interested in me for a week, broke my heart, bawling my eyes out this 1 week. She comes in. She comes in with her boyfriend who's a 6'3" basketball player. I'm like, and I'm there taking the order. Welcome to McDonald's. How may I take your order? I look like a damn fool. Ain't no coming back from that. And I'm telling, and George's like, all right, you know how to fill up the fries. And this whole process, I'm like, I'm somewhere else right now. My soul is not in this body right now.
Who paid the meal?
They paid the meal, motherfucker.
Who though? Him or her?
I don't know, man.
He was too busy trying to hold back his tears.
Damn right I was. And then when this
sounds
happened,
like, what are these fries like extra salty?
Many stories from McDonald's is just hilarious.
Yeah, for sure.
So I had to serve them completely with my newfound ability of filling up fries and serving customers. And George gives me a good job at the end. Only to later to find out. That girl I was interested for a week. She made me really cry after breaking up with me for only a week. Makes no sense, right? He's like, sorry, dude.
That's rough, buddy.
So sympathetic.
Anyway, the fries need salt, bro.
I was 16 at the time. And honestly, Izzy, you're a pretty good worker, man.
I sucked.
Yeah, man.
I hated that job.
You did suck, because when I joined that same McDonald's, they told me I was a better Alex.
You were. I'm sorry, but I see those jobs as
didn't
public slaves.
Didn't we all work at the same McDonald's?
Yeah, we
Yeah.
did.
Just in different time periods.
Yeah, I remember Alex hooked me up. My brother hooked me up with a job there, and I hooked up Izzy.
Yeah.
And I'm not sure who hooked you guys up. It might have been me.
I just applied to the job, I think.
I think you told me about it. I ended up joining before German.
Yeah.
And I spoke to them about German when he applied to.
Yeah, we all worked on the same McDonald's eventually, but man.
It just in different times. We didn't all work together at the same time.
Exactly.
I worked with German
So
at the
many
same
things
time.
happened there.
Izzy worked with.
It was good
George.
times. I mean, the only thing I miss from that
I hated
place
that place.
Oh,
was
sure.
was
The
the
people
free
were
food.
great, though. Yeah, the people were great.
The free food was
Free food at the end, man.
Bro, I remember this one time, this fucking hot ass chick came to a drive-thru.
Oh, man.
It's super fucking hot.
I could give a fuck about
And she could tell.
Hey,
I
look,
liked
we're in
her.
high school. My
Yeah, I was
hormones
in
are
high school,
kicking.
exactly.
Yeah, fuck
So was I.
She
I
was
still
also
could
in
give a
high school.
fuck about it.
Man.
That's how much I hated that place, bro.
Man,
Like,
you know what?
everyone was
Because,
just
man,
dead
how
to
girl
me.
comes in
This
there and
girl,
your
this
shit
hot
is
girl,
like-
she was in the drive-thru. She was still also in high school because I seen her like a few times in high school. And whatever, she makes her order, and we have two windows: one to make the order, one to pick up the food. And I was doing both of them, believe it or not. So I took the
What
order,
a gangster.
and I ran to the other
So why
window.
not just do it from the front window? Didn't you have a monitor up there?
I don't know. I guess the person was busy, but I wasn't busy. So
Yeah.
whatever. I was
Like, he runs
I'll
up to the front, like, all winded. Hey,
Hey,
fancy seeing you here again.
whatever. Or
That was
maybe,
my
it
twin.
might have been one window. I don't remember exactly. But whatever. She makes the order, and I give her a receipt, and then she just drives off without her fucking food. I'm like, what the fuck just happened?
Well,
And she
she's hot, but she sure is dumb.
stupid. She comes back red as hell because how embarrassed she is because she didn't get her fucking food.
Shit, I would say, what are you, constipated?
I had a similar scenario, only like the lady, I think she was in the second window. She had just gotten her food, and she was supposed to drive off, but instead she had her car in reverse. So she almost hit the car behind her. I was like,
Bro,
come on, man.
no,
Like,
there was like a guy in a Corvette in the drive-thru. And whatever, I guess the car behind him got too close. This guy literally got out of his car and told the guy, "Hey man, you're too close. Get the fuck back." I'm like, holy shit, what the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Boy locks his window forward.
Hey, listen, that sounds like a personal problem. I'm going to close the window and let y'all have it.
Like, fucking Christ, this guy just got too close to him. It's fucking drive-thru.
didn't he have somebody throw you something?
Damn, man.
I don't remember.
That like Monica had to get involved or something.
Damn,
I really don't remember. Like the one of the only confrontations besides the yelling that dude if you want to fucking catch it because he was listening.
That was fucking
that fucking asshole and is like fucking I'm so fancy, I'm too important, blah blah. Like,
Wait, what's going on?
bro, do you want ketchup or not? Yeah, nah, he was just coming in for a shift and
my shift was ending, right? And then so
my bad.
Yeah. So we got this guy named Lazaro. He's a bit of an airhead. So he's dealing with this customer, which is his dad, is a father and his daughter.
Yeah.
And I guess they're trying to get a Happy Meal, but the little girl wants a McChicken with it. And he's trying to explain how you can't get a McChicken with the Happy Meal. But the little girl insists she wants a McChicken with the Happy Meal. So he might have like repeated the same thing like 2 or 3 times.
they were bickering back and
Right.
forth about it.
So
He was bickering to a small child about that.
yes.
So while that was happening,
Yes. So he's like fighting with this little girl about like not being able to get a McChicken with the Happy Meal. Alex is fighting with his customer about like the whole ketchup thing. And at the time we had
the whole thing about the ketchup thing is again, like when people order stuff, you're supposed to offer them if they want ketchup because if they get fries, whatever, you offer it to them and stuff. And so I offered, like, hey, would you like some ketchup? And he's not listening to me because he's on his stupid ass phone in his little fancy car, being a fancy businessman, doesn't give a fuck about anything around him. I was like,
Right.
would you like some ketchup?
it was.
Sir, do you want some ketchup? Do you want some ketchup? So I'm just getting mad and yelling at the guy. He's still not paying attention. There's a guy yelling at a 4-year-old.
Yeah. Not to mention we had what's his lady?
A boss.
Yeah, our boss who's not known for being a very nice person. So I got like this holy trinity from the hell going on. Like I'm just witnessing in this like from like
this beautiful like storm that's like brewing.
I'm just,
right before
my shift
like,
had ended, so I'm just kind of like waiting outside of like where we work, and it's just beautiful.
just
watching
seeing this,
everybody
like,
is angry
this
as hell.
symphony of like frustration and anger and stuff
Oh
like
my
that.
God, bro.
Yeah, but so that one was one of the confrontations I remember, and the other one was like some fat dude that walked in that was drunk, chocolate all over his damn face.
Hopefully it was chocolate, right?
Doo-doo, baby. But like Aaron, I don't know, whatever. The general manager of the
You're
store.
gonna have to be very specific with the names, but go right ahead.
That's what. Yeah.
I don't give a fuck, man. I made fun of him in front of his
Turtleneck
face.
guy.
Yeah, it's all right. Don't worry about it.
You did.
Okay,
You made fun
continue.
of his Christmas sweater
I did.
in his face, and you didn't notice he was right behind you.
I did not. I mean, I'll say that story too. Whatever. So he was telling me, like, at least don't get involved. You don't have to worry about it. We'll find a way to get him out. I was like, dude, shut up. I walked out because he was going through like it was like that cheeseburger hamburger day or whatever.
Yeah.
So like I walked out from the cash register stand and he was like biting other people's cheeseburgers and stuff. I eventually managed to like get him to that where normally it's like that play place area
Yeah.
or whatever, but in ours it was just like an outside like sitting area or
Yeah,
whatever.
like a patio type.
Yeah, like a patio. And he came back. I kind of forced him to the floor and I just kind of held him there until the cops came and what I took care of and we explained what happened, blah blah.
That's
He's
assault, bros.
like,
Anyway.
yeah, and he's like, oh, what happened, blah blah. I was like, oh, he was like bothering these people and he got like a little kind of like what's the word when like they get in your face or whatever.
Confrontational.
Yeah. So I was like, oh, whatever, like I was trying to stop him and on the ground, held him there, whatever.
Yeah.
And then, nothing happened to me. And, our general manager, he was like, oh my God, he was like freaking out because I could have gotten seriously injured. I was like, dude, seriously?
Man, that was a fine ass cop though. That used to come in the morning, man.
I don't know, but I do know a fine ass cop right now
Oh shit, man.
on Instagram, but don't worry about it. So,
I would like to say that all our boys in blue are fine officers.
thank you for everything.
Give me a second, I gotta take a call.
Go right ahead. That's fine. So, yes, fucking McDonald's was amazing.
Yeah, man.
I think our next podcast, let's talk about.
We're not gonna get
McDonald's.
sponsored for anything if we ever make it big, bro. Just letting you guys know.
Nah.
No Cracker Barrel, no McDonald's. We can scratch that off.
There was another one that was like, oh, we weren't going to be sponsored for. It was the third one.
Yeah, there's
Who cares, right?
Like,
Like,
we're just making a list of how not to get money.
it works for us.
We're not going to get money from any of
Yeah,
these companies.
who
No.
cares, man?
But I mean, unless they want to, we'll talk favorably about them.
Nah.
I just want to say the only food I liked from McDonald's was the morning food, the breakfast food.
Dude,
That was it.
I used to eat McFlurries for breakfast, bro. And I used to open up the
Really,
McDonald's.
McFlurries? Fuck, man.
Yeah, McDonald's. I used to eat McFlurries. I used to get the McGriddles, man. And I used to get like the, what do you call these? Those smoothies, because I had just gotten the machine for the smoothies.
Cafe shit.
Like
Nah, it wasn't that. It was like the wild berry, whatever the fuck it was.
Yeah,
Dude.
I wasn't there when they had that. that shit.
Yeah, man. Like they had just gotten a machine. I was like, dude, that was so good for breakfast.
Nah, man. I just got. I mean, when I left there, is when they introduced Mac Cafe. Bullshit, which is also bullshit as well.
It's all right now, man. Hey, man, you gotta work multiple jobs to see how shitty you can really have it, right?
Nah, man. I think it was a good experience for me, at least. Just dealing with shitty customers.
It just made me, realize I don't like working with customers.
Yeah. It taught me a lot of things.
I hate everything.
Jeez.
Taught me a lot of things. With the job I'm right now, I have damn, I have it pretty good for coming from that shit.
It is pretty crazy because like back then, you used to work overtime and you're like, oh man, I can't wait to see this paycheck. It was still like 500 or something. It was like, and that was with overtime. Like that shit.
Yeah, that was with
sad,
overtime.
dude.
I remember there was a guy who did like 100 hours and he was happy because he got $600. I'm like, fucking
hell no.
That sucks.
Shit,
For 2 weeks, $600.
Shit, best believe that, fucking man.
Wait,
I'm in that corner,
that's how much
man.
we
I'm getting
got?
some.
Nah, I never worked 100 hours in McDonald's.
No, but for like 2 weeks, how much did we get? Like
I don't remember, like
$400
like $400.
Yeah, it was like maybe 450 around there,
It's
right?
something like that. I remember when we started, at least when me and my brother started, it was like $6.40 an hour.
Fuck that.
$6.40 an hour.
Right, it was. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So what up? But we only have about 4 minutes left on this podcast.
So like I said,
this is closing time.
So,
Okay,
well-
Alex is not here. The other Alex, my brother Alex, is here.
all right. So another good story though. I remember though, it was like
Statements.
closing statements. It's like no matter how beautiful the girl is or how attractive she is, she takes shits.
Oh yeah,
Because this happened at McDonald's to my friend
Yeah,
George.
I remember.
So
when
there was an attractive
fine
girl
ass girl that comes in. I'm like, God damn, she's fine as fuck.
Yeah, so from what my friend George here tells me about that story is she goes into the bathroom, right? Attractive. It's like, man, we're still in high school, our hormones are still kicking.
Mhm.
So we're like, you know what? Still looking good, right? So she goes into the bathroom, she comes back after a few minutes. I mean, they ain't talking about like 1 or 2, 3 minutes. We're talking about a good like 10,
Hey, girl,
15
take a
minutes.
cold-
I was waiting
So-
because I
so-
had to clean the bathrooms.
Yeah, here we go.
I can already tell where this is going. But hey, man.
I was waiting for her to come out of the bathroom so I could go clean it because it was closing time and then close the area or whatever. She comes out, gets her shit, whatever, get the fuck out. And I go to the bathroom. I knock the door to make sure no one's in there. And when I go in there, god damn, it smelled like someone got fucking murdered. It's just like bacon in an oven or something.
Who skinned that raccoon?
Because god damn, it smelled like fucking death. And man, I never see that girl like the same ever again.
There you go. Once you find out the most prettiest girl you think who's pretty takes shits, she's just one of us at the end of the day.
Shit, that's it, man. But whatever, she was still fine as fuck. But whatever, that's just growing up. We realize, like, when you're a teenager, you don't realize, like, oh, fine ass girls take shit. So whatever.
So there you
Don't.
For real?
Yeah,
Whatever.
man.
You guys are dumb.
go. Yeah, man.
No,
This
but
is what
like-
I walk into.
But this was like when you're in high school, a teenage boy, whatever, like full of hormones.
Yeah, and you ain't really focusing on like, hey, they take dirty ass shits like we do.
Exactly. I never picture a girl taking a shit like I do.
Yeah, me neither, man. Well, that
I
shit.
mean, I don't have to picture a girl taking a shit like I do to know that they take a shit too.
I mean, yeah, but you know they take shits, but it's like,
You're probably not thinking this to the extent of like, damn, yo, that's a really smelly, dirty shit she just took.
Exactly.
Like us, so to speak.
yeah, like she just fucking rolled a cottage cheese made horse in this shit and fucking decimated it in the bathroom
Exactly.
and sprayed it everywhere.
You're still thinking like, oh, they're ladies. They don't do this
You-
type of stuff.
You always think they smell good all the time.
Yeah,
Basically,
there
that's
you
what
go.
it is. They're always clean. They smell good all the
I
time.
guess that was broken for me ever since that trip to Busch Gardens. So
Wait, what happened to Busch
What
Gardens?
happened in Busch Gardens? man?
like, we did some stupid test or whatever. Whoever passed it got a ticket to Busch Gardens to go, and we all shared one of those Greyhound buses or whatever. And I went to go take a piss, and in this bus it was mostly chicks.
Boom, 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 boom.
It was mostly chicks, and
boom.
Best bus ride ever.
I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what that was.
All right.
We're talking about something else, but
Yeah,
we'll let Alex continue. We'll tell that some other time.
Yeah, some other time.
no, I know what I.
No, it's closing time, by the way, so you have like a minute to say that story. Or
Give your ass a minute.
you can save it for the next podcast.
Anyway, I went
Now.
to go take a piss, and in this bus full of chicks, there was like a bunch of dirty tampons and pads and all that stuff, and it smelled like cat shit and
Cat shit.
and crap and I don't know, just vomit. It smelled horrible, and I was like,
Holy
yeah,
shit.
man, girls ain't as clean or like as oh my god, dainty
Yeah.
as they actually seem to be. you
No,
know?
that's a false title. Aristocats, man. There's nothing Aristocats about fucking cat shit. and
Aristocats?
tampons.
What are you talking about?
It smelled like what? The cat piss? You said?
No, cat shit.
Oh,
Cat shit.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so whatever. I guess that's why I'm like, I'm not into like. By high school, I wasn't like, oh my god, girls are disgusting. What the hell? You know, I was just like,
no, I would.
Look, I of course they take shit.
Of course.
I just didn't think they take the shit that the extent that we take shit.
Exactly.
no, I know. I'm saying that's why by high school, because of what happened before, I didn't think it was just. I didn't think like, oh my god, they actually are disgusting.
Well, you know what? I knew they took shits because I have two sisters.
Oh,
Yo,
I never had sisters. That's the thing.
Well, yeah, I have two sisters, man. And I'll tell you right now, man, they're fucking vicious. I'll tell that right now.
And that's his closing statement, right?
That's
That's
right.
closing
Statement.
vicious.
All right, any other closing statements before I end this podcast?
I feel like these endings are so abrupt. Though.
Don't worry about it.
It's like we're talking stories. It's like, oh my god, that's it. It's over.
It's over. We're done.
Our hour is up.
All right. See you guys next podcast.
Easy. Take it
Boom,
easy.
boom, 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 boom.
Peace.
Boom, 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 boom.